There is one thing you are going to learn eventually about the mind and the capacity for holding information. There is particularly one thing that is important to understand. Paul McCartney has a song where he sings talking way too loud for their ears. Many talking heads or people can sometimes formulate fantastic descriptions or explanations or stories or I don't know what to call it. The problem with very intelligent and descriptions packed with informations and reflections is that you are capable of doing it, but you can't contain it. No one can contain it, even not the person saying it. I was first made aware of this some years ago. A journalist was talking to an author, and the journalist asked the author if he would allow him to read something from his book. So the journalist read this to the author, and the journalist said, "You have an extraordinary piece of information extracted there." And the author said, "Yes, I knew it when I wrote it, and I know it when you read it to me. But now I don't know it anymore." This is something I have done myself many times. I have been talking and I have been saying things in extraordinary clever ways, and after I have said it, I can't remember what I said. So this leads to the question, what do you know when you talk about it, and what do you know when you don't talk about it? And Robert Duvall, he was very much into Egypt and the pyramids, and I listened a lot to him, and he had a period where he sounded extremely clever and insightful, and then later he lost the edge, and I was wondering why, and I realized that as long as he was able to talk a lot, he would be able to formulate these things. But as he grew older and more tired, he lost the energy that is needed to put behind such an expression. And when the energy went down, he was not able to sound as clever as he used to do when he was talking. So this is the question is, what do you know when you don't talk and when you don't express yourself? There is when you talk and you reflect and you create logic loops, then you sometimes can say things that you did not know that you were able to say. And you think that what you are saying is information, but it's a phenomenon that is created by language. When you read a book, the words and the language in the book stimulates the verbal mind to the extent that you take off when you start to talk, and what you say sounds like information, but it's actually fiction. And religious people are falling into this trap also. I would say that the second coming of Christ is such a thing. There is no second coming of Christ. What will happen is that mankind will eventually regain Christ's consciousness in every one of us, and that is the only way Christ is going to come back. We will restore the Christ consciousness that we once all was capable of.